I always say if I've learned anything, it's just because I've made every possible mistake you can make. So you hit an age where it's like, all right, maybe you've crossed enough things off that mistake list where now, you have another list of answers now.
Today's guest is Michael Normandia, owner of LFG Life Fitness Goals in Clark Summit and award-winning personal trainer. Mike built LFG on the belief that true strength comes from both body and mind. A lifelong athlete who found fitness to be his form of meditation, he now empowers others to set big goals, push past limits, and build lives they love through training, mindset, and community. In this episode, Mike shares how fitness shaped his own journey, what it really took to create LFG, and how he aligns health, discipline, and mindset as a lifestyle, and how you can too.
Let's get right to the brass tacks.
Sure.
People look like you, lean and muscular, but they really want to look like this. They want more protection, a little warmth in the winter.
Yeah.
How can you make them?
Yeah, I know.
Do you want my diet?
That's actually a pretty easy fix right there. If
Right?
that's the case, I things are looking up for me then.
Sure. I'm your easy button. I don't know. I know nothing about you. We're meeting for the first time here. Thank you very much for coming in
Appreciate
here.
you having me.
Heard a lot of great things about you. Go by your gym, and I already have my own thing that I do, but I've been hearing a lot of great things about what you're doing, and if you could say a tribe, like you build a tribe, it seems like, reminds me of, I know some folks in CrossFit.
Yeah.
You can always tell when someone's in CrossFit because they talk about CrossFit.
It's a
all the
community
time.
of people.
It is, yeah.
It is.
And if you're going to have a hobby and something you put your extra time into, it seems like health and fitness.
Feels like a no-brainer there. The universe and the world every now and then gives us a freebie. I feel like working out, strength training, whatever floats your boat is pretty much a guaranteed win. So there's not a lot of those out there. We should grab onto the ones that are easy wins.
How did
That's
you
an
get
easy
into
win.
it, though?
I was always an athlete when I was younger. I was a little bit of a knucklehead, though, so I didn't exercise too much. I rested on my talents.
In your youth?
Yeah. And the story of hard work outpaces talent really is true. Eventually, my talent stalled, and so did my abilities. Wound up going to Penn State College, and it's a funny story. I went to they had a health exam, and I must have walked over in a real arrogant way. And I sat down, I took the health test, and it was a nurse, and she told me to come back in 5 minutes, and I came back, and she had the results. And this is a quote. She goes, "So do you think you're healthy?" And I said, "Yeah." I looked, and I genuinely said, "Yeah." And she said, "You're not." Like, that's a quote. She goes, "You're not." And she said I should be embarrassed about my strength level, all the things.
Oh, she went
So she gave me she gave me the whole humble pie. She gave me the whole thing. But the truth is, she was right. I think I thought something and reality was something else. And I think as a young man, you have to learn how to pull out of that. But that was like my first real wake up. And then I thought, all right, let me prove her wrong. I took a strength training class and I did horrible. Did absolutely horrible. I was so embarrassed. And the woman who was teaching the class was an amazing person. And I think she saw I was a little defeated in the moment and just pulled me to the side and told me she could change my life if I just didn't quit. And it was her first time doing it. She was a former FBI agent, and she was no joke. And I'll tell you what, she changed my life in one semester.
Wow.
I know. And I never looked back, to be honest, from that moment. That semester changed my life. It started pushing me towards reality and making me realize that I have a lot of work to do. And I was a good student, but I really wanted to change that part of me. And that's how it started. If it wasn't for that woman, I would not have LFG, to be honest. So it started in college.
What was your major before that?
Finance.
No,
Yeah, so I was just going to go get a cushy job in New York. Yeah.
Wait a minute, cushy job.
Yeah, I had some pretty good contacts out there. That was the plan.
Okay.
And but as I kept going through college, I was realizing maybe I wanted something else. I felt like I started realizing maybe I was not living my genuine life. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I just kept on from there.
What's interesting about that story that stands out is sometimes people, I actually had a client say to us, we're a wealth management firm, right? And I had a client say something, I was buying something from her store, and she said, you changed my life. And I said, what do you mean? And she sat with me and one of our other advisors, and she just wanted to rework everything. And she said that conversation followed by a series of others. She's on cloud nine. She's physically feeling better. She's no longer stressed about money. She's got everything compartmentalized. She understands things better. All we did was educate her. But I'm like, I didn't change your life. You changed it. And she was like, no, but if I hadn't gone in there, I go, but you came into the office.
Yeah.
And so the same thing with you. Like, you probably knew a lot of the stuff that started to click, but you had to have maybe that wake-up call. There was a couple of events that happened, and then it was the right time, and you took off.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I did. I needed that. I needed that a lot. And I think that's true for a lot of things. I think we have the answers, but a lot of us feel like we need that validation for it. And the sooner we can free ourselves of that and realize we are validated, that's when you really start to take off and you really start to live your authentic life and you're not worried about what others are thinking.
Yeah.
I think that's a really important part of this. I think that's to connect it to LFG, why LFG is anything successful. It's an honest representation of me. It really is. And I knew that when I was going to open, I thought there's only one way I can move forward doing this. And that's really being me, the authentic version of me. And if it fails, I could totally live with that. If I were to step into it trying to please everyone, trying to think of what's going to make you happy, it wouldn't have worked. I just felt like I got into a point where I was confident in myself and life had taught me some things. And I always say, if I've learned anything, it's just because I've made every possible mistake you can make. So you hit an age where it's like, all right, maybe you've crossed enough things off that mistake list where now, you have another list of answers now.
Yeah.
That can possibly help others. And I know fitness really saved me. It really did. So that's why I do it. There's a connection between fitness and really every part of your life, everything. And we're called LFG. It's for Life Fitness Goals. The acronym does mean something else, but it does mean Life Fitness Goals. It really does. I want to introduce fitness to people in a way that's safe, that's fun, but that you can see that the lessons you learn in the gym are universal and will make your business more successful, will make you a better partner in whatever relationship you're in. So it's really, that is the ethos behind LFG. And I love it. I love what I do. I've done other things in life and it was just to make a buck and to move forward. I truly love what I do at LFG. I like passing that forward because all it does is reflect back on me and keeps me accountable and keeps me wanting to keep going.
I thought you said this was your first podcast.
I know, this guy, right?
That's awesome. So I have a question for you. So we had Jim Brown in here, right? Powerlifting. He's got his gym. You guys are less than a mile apart.
We are.
But you guys do, it's so different, right?
It is.
And I'm a member of another gym. I've been there for a long time. And one of the things that always strikes me is the turnover. Like I see some people, I'm in a small town, so you see people like, oh, it's great, I'm glad you joined. And then 3 months later, that person's never coming back.
Yes.
Now me, I'm not perfect either, but today is a great example. To be very candid, I'm super cranky because I don't know if I'm going to get to go to the gym. It makes me cranky because I've tried almost train myself to get addicted to it. My biggest thing is, and you would associate with this, I've never gone into the gym and walked out feeling worse.
Yeah.
So even if I'm not feeling great, I know I'll at least feel a little better on the way
Absolutely.
out. I might shorten it up a little bit, do a little less, but you still feel much better. So what makes LFG different than your typical gym? And then my second follow-up to that is, how do you get people to consistently come, to buy into the culture, things like that?
Those are very good questions.
You gave those to me.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
First of all, Jim Brown is a very nice man, and I have a lot of respect for him and Brown's Gym. We are different, though. Brown's Gym, and let's talk about LFG. LFG is a place where it's a very safe environment. It's a controlled environment. You're guided through the whole thing. And it's for people who maybe need to learn how to lift. Also for people who maybe need a push, need some guidance. Because I'll tell you what, I was going to gyms my whole life. So since college, I'm 47 now. So since college, I've been working out nonstop. But I probably had a 8-year phase there where I just was flat.
Yep.
And I think people, and I included, had the idea of you can just power through, I can just do more, and I'm going to get a better result. That's just not how it goes. And I think a lot of us fell victim of that, especially back in the day. There's more science and evidence and things that have proven themselves now. So LFG is a place where you can be guided with the latest and greatest things. This is what I do. I love it. And you're going to see someone who's doing it themselves every day. I take class with the class every day at 5 a.m. without fail. We're doing it together. They're seeing me in there moan, groan, yell, curse, all the things.
Yeah.
They see how I eat. I pretty much live over there. And it's really by design. I allow my life out. It helps me too, but I want them to see my wins, my losses, my struggles. A lot of times before class, I'll give a little spiel and talk to them. And sometimes it's about a win. More than not, it's about a loss and how you can benefit from it. LFG is not a place where it just has dumbbells. Every place has dumbbells and every place has all that stuff. It's a place where there's a community of people that are working together. We have young people all the way up. Our oldest member is 80. Sometimes a class will just have the most diverse group of people, led by me, which I always think is great, this guy. And we're all buying into it.
Yeah.
So that's where you connected it to CrossFit. We're a lot different than CrossFit. We're a little more controlled, but it's a community. So when you're going to a gym, you're on your own. Someone's using something, you gotta wait till they're done. You're flying solo, which some people can thrive that way. But I feel like experience has shown me, if you're in a community of people and they're all moving forward in the direction you want to go, you might move faster than you are alone.
Yeah.
And that's where it connects to the retention. People have spent the 8 years alone, and then 90 days at LFG, they're feeling things that they haven't felt ever at the gym, ever. And I've had that awakening too. So that's what LFG is. And that's how I think we retain people. They're getting the results they want. I think it's a fair trade here. You're going to pay me, and I'm going to guarantee that I do everything I can to help you. I care. If you were a member, I would do anything I could to help you, because that's just what moves me. It's about me.
Yeah.
It moves me, and it keeps me going. And I love to see that happen. I love to see that look in someone's eye when they have done something so many times and they finally got it right. Or they've stepped on the scale if weight loss is your goal and you haven't lost weight. And a lot of people will come in and the first thing they do is ramble 5 minutes of why this isn't going to work. I've done it. I can't lose weight, all the things, which I understand. And I let them go and I let them know that's in the past. Let's see what happens here. Just keep an open mind and trust me. You're here to trust me. That's another thing. You're being guided at LFG. So you're paying to trust someone who has been in this field for a while. Come in, trust me, and let's see what happens. And over time, we've gotten amazing results for people. And then they're sharing that experience with others. I think people are seeing some of their friends make smarter choices, eat healthier foods, look a little better, smile a little more, do the things that they want. And that's the best marketing for me.
Yeah, no doubt.
So that's really how we're flowing over there.
I keep dominating the questions.
That's
Can
all
I
right.
ask another
I
one?
know all the answers already.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
I'm just
So
kidding.
if I signed up tomorrow, now you said 5 a.m., so I'm sure you have opportunities throughout the day.
Yes.
Do I come at 5? If I'm like, hey, I'm a morning person, I'm
Yeah.
in. So I show up at 5 a.m.
You would show
What
up.
happens?
At 5 a.m., you would come in. I would
4:45.
Change your sneakers?
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. We always tell people, try to get it there a little early. Why not? We have some people walking in at 4:45
Yeah.
because I'm already there putting in work. So everybody knows they can come a little bit earlier. It's a neighborhood gym. I like that feel about it. But yeah, you would come in. We'd probably have a little bit of a consultation before where we talk a little bit. I want to know what your goals are. I'm not trying to put my goals on you. I want to know what you want to pull from this membership. And we would get going. We start with a warm-up all together. because I think that's really important. Like, we're all in this, we're individuals,
Yep.
but we're together, but we're on our own battle. So there's a way of flowing within that, having both. And so I'll show everyone what to do, and then we're going to work out. So especially if you were coming to 5 a.m., and a lot of the new people, I'll work out with them that whole first workout. So you feel good. I'm not trying to bother you, but here I am if you need help. And then you can also see my intensity, see how I'm working out, and you'll get a good idea of what you're in for.
Okay.
You know, but you're in a totally safe environment. Everybody, there's just a wonderful flow. I'm working out, I'm walking through, making sure everyone is doing everything perfectly. The other classes, I'm just doing the job. If it's either me or one of the trainers watching the class, and then I'm just observing the whole time.
Okay.
But 5 a.m. specifically, we say that is more of an advanced class just because I'm there working out.
Yeah. Very few beginners
But
are going to get
so
up
it
and out of
became-
there
Yeah.
by 5.
So the funny thing is, I was concerned about doing that. There was a need at 5 a.m. I had to take it over. That was a time that I worked out on my own. And I thought that's what was best for me. I had to take over 5 a.m. I wasn't able to work out in the afternoon. It was just taking too much of my time. I had to do it before. So I just had to talk with the group. I said, listen, I'm going to have to work out with you guys. I apologize. I'm going to make it work. Don't worry. It's now the most popular class.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah. I don't take credit for that. I just think people see me doing it and it helps them in a multitude of ways. So I'm really proud of that. We took people who would never think of coming to the gym at 5 a.m. Never. Now they couldn't imagine living another way. So I love doing that. I love breaking an idea that you think you could never do, and then it becomes something you can't live without.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's
so
great.
yeah.
So am I there 5 days a week working out? Or is
Well,
it-
you're there as many times as you can handle. I'm really big on being honest with the members. That's the only way we're going to win at this. I can't tell you what you want to hear. I have to tell you what's going to get you the result you tell me that day one. So depending on your skill level, we would make a plan and you would build yourself up. And like I said, it's a place where we're accommodating all of our members. So if we had to modify, if you came in one day, this hurts, that hurts, I got to do this, I missed this day, I got to do this, we can totally accommodate you and create the week that's going to help you move forward. I really take pride in that. I tell her we can't throw days away, we can't throw workouts away, we can't throw weeks away. So every time you step in that door, it's really important to me, and I want to make it that important to you. We can't waste time. Days are important. I love living. I love my life. It doesn't mean it's not bad and bad things don't happen, but I cherish every moment I have these days. So if we're at the gym, let's do it the best we can. Let's get the result.
I would think a lot of people would look at you and go, that's not fair. He's there all the time. Right?
Yeah,
But you have a life outside of the gym, right?
I do. I have 2 children.
Yeah.
I also run a contracting business. So I do a lot. My physical fitness helps me live a life that I want, like being out in the world and living and working and being with my kids and spending time with them. They're such a precious
How
gift
old
to
are
me.
the kids?
My son is going to be 22 in a week,
Okay.
and my daughter just turned 16 yesterday.
Oh, yeah. It's going by fast.
Yeah, man. So that's what I mean. I cherish every moment with them, and every day I wake up, I really am grateful these days. And I remember what I used to feel like, though. It was not like that. So I really feel a responsibility to help others get there, to help others wake up, feel grateful, hopefully be open-minded, and be ready to learn something in this day.
So if you didn't have that gym and you had the flu for a
Mhm.
week, you're down out for a week or something like that, and you're like, that zone where we get in, we're like, oh, I haven't worked out in a while, and now it's easier to not work out than it is to work out. What do you say to yourself if you didn't own the gym and there's an
Yeah.
accountability now to others? But what would you say in your head to get yourself back in there?
I hope this doesn't say, yeah. No.
He's like, I'm
No.
lifting
I mean,
sick.
it doesn't happen to me,
I've seen
man.
it.
No.
I've seen him like
I
the
go.
color of that
Yeah.
weight
And
and
I think
still working out.
Really?
I go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knock on wood. I don't get sick often.
Yeah.
So that's great. I think my health plays a role in that. But I'll rest when I need rest, and I'll work when it's time to work. I think I'm pretty good at knowing the difference. I don't know. I haven't taken longer than a week off of working out, and I don't know how long. Years.
If I signed up and I'm there for a month and you're like, yeah, Bob's making great progress, then all of a sudden I drop off the radar. You going to pick up the phone and call me?
Absolutely.
Nice.
I'm
I
more
like
of a
that.
texter. I'll text you, and I'm real subtle too. I'll just say, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah.
And you'll know exactly what I mean.
It's like a gym booty call.
It's true.
Yeah, man.
You ready
That's
for
exactly, bro. Sending out gym
It's
booty
at
calls
5
all
a.m.
day.
It's at 5 a.m.
To
though.
everyone.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
that's
it's
right.
random
That's
too. My life moves pretty fast. So who knows when it's going to happen. But the truth is, and I do it in a way that I think you'll know, I care. Why would I want you there? I care. You know what I mean? I want you to win.
Yep.
I really do. Yeah. I'm very connected with my business, with all of I have to be. I have to be in there. I'm not someone who can just walk away. I can't do it. I have to be involved. Probably to my detriment a little bit, but it's just what I am. It's what I like. I like being connected with all the members. I have a unique relationship with every member at my gym, every single one. And I take a lot of pride in that. And it's because I like them. I care and I want them to succeed.
Yeah.
Big changes shake things up, for worse, but sometimes, I dare say, for the better. A major life or business transition is the perfect time to uncover and rewire old thought patterns and help you get to your next level of success. As a success coach, I like to take my clients beyond the bottom line and help them turn uncertainty into possibility and forward momentum. If you're ready to take this time of transition and turn it into possibility, clarity, and purpose, book a call on my website at mariaconaglero.com.
Yeah, sometimes you're in the gym and there's not even a person around.
Yeah, man. And that's where maybe the community can pull you along.
Yeah.
I always tell them, I'm working out a little bit before 5 a.m. gets there. Before 5 a.m. gets there, I'm dragging a little bit.
Yeah.
The second one person comes in there, all of a sudden, I want to go a little harder. Why?
Yeah.
It's that element. We can't deny it. It's there. So anymore, I just flow with the rules. I'm not here to question the rules,
you're
man.
Not a social media guy, but you got your own little Instagram going on in there. Like
kind of.
Watching. So when we're there working out, are you doing like stations?
Yeah. There's like 4 stations, and we're
Okay.
rotating. I'm talking a little junk in between, saying little things. Don't go fast, do slow. Make sure you're picking the right weight. Don't mess it up. That's one of my favorite ones. I say that before you leave. To everyone, don't mess it up.
Nobody's sloppy there, though. You won't see anybody doing anything incorrectly or poorly or unsafely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody learns proper form and proper gym etiquette.
Yeah.
And everybody really is supportive of each other.
You have to work within the environment. An LFG is a controlled environment. You're going to get your turn every single time. Classes, I can pack them more than I do. I don't fill them where it's out of control. It must be under control. There really is a way. Like I said, it's not just coming in and powering through if you want a result. I always say that I want you to feel good. I think a lot of places want to entertain you. I don't have that in me. I feel, not that, I'm not throwing shade on anyone, but that's just not my vibe. I want to get you a result. I want you to be strong and healthy. Yeah, we can have fun doing it. But there's certain things like you're going to see on Instagram, all these crazy moves. That's for Instagram. Do you want to be strong or do you want to do that? So I think I've earned people's trust for them to know that the programming, which is really a big part of LFG too, our programming is really, I work very hard at it, and there's a science to it. And you don't have to think about that. So yeah, you want to try to program something that took me 20 years to develop, or you can come and have someone who's already been down these roads, prepare these things for you, and you can just put your head down and work. I think that helps a lot. Like creating all your own stuff, walking to the gym, trying to create your own plan can really be, it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
I admire that. I like that structure, and there's a camaraderie there, and it sounds like that's exactly that same community that
No,
that you're building.
there is. And even at LFG, I understand things like that. So that's why there's no contract in my gym, and I think that's a big part of my vibe. Not everyone needs to be there forever. Maybe someone needs a month to be really directed, and that's it. That's all you need. I would never want to lock someone in to anything. It's really, we just want to help. So sometimes people come in for a month or two and they're like, all right, I'm going to go home. And then they come back for another month here and there, refresher. That's one of the benefits of LFG is that you're not trapped. You're not committed. Maybe you just need a little
guidance.
Yeah.
But that's the second part. I didn't make my point complete, which was I like not having to, like when I go to the gym, I don't want to think. I just want to do.
Yeah, man.
I've been thinking all day. It's just my quick release from something. So I have gone to some basic apps and I dial up this stuff. It gives me a little bit of a mix up every day. Every training is a little different. That's fine. But I love to do that. And it's similar to, with my business. A lot of people that come to us for like they retire and they wealth management. A lot of our clients are really smart and they can do all this themselves. But when you retire, there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of moving parts. But after that, it dies down. But almost all the clients are like, they want that help getting started. And then you say, maybe they're just, like you said, maybe just in there for a month or two just to get. But most people, once they see how, if you do a good job, and we charge while we're there. So if you're there for 3 months and then you want to no longer use us, that's fine. There's no hidden charges and things like that.
Yeah.
So we have a goal for them to want to stay. But once they see your expertise and you've helped them take some stress away, change their body in your situation, both probably in your situation, they're like, you know what? I don't mind paying a fair amount.
It becomes a part of your life.
You because now I can focus on my other things.
It does.
And your base, your body, your mind is all
but I think even giving people that option gives them
gives
a level of comfort, though. I don't know. I like people feeling comfortable. I really do. I want you feeling comfortable with your decision. I don't want you like, I like to make a deal you can't refuse. You can't refuse it. I want to make a deal where it's like you have nothing to lose. Even everybody can try a class for free. You can just come and try it. See if you like it. If you like it, sign up for a month. That's it. That's the vibe I would want in a place.
Exactly.
And was how I wanted to create it.
So it's not just group fitness, too. We need to be very clear here.
Yes.
It's not just that.
Yeah.
So when I started at LFG, I hadn't exercised in 10 plus years. I had two children. It's your fault. You made me work too much. I had 2 kids in 2 years. I was sitting at a computer desk. I had a major abdominal surgery. And it was like a pouring rainy day in October. And I went down and I had my raincoat, my hood up. And I go into the back and I'm like, I need help. Somebody please help me. And we decided to do personal training first because I wasn't even at a place physically where I could have done a class. I don't think I was even strong enough. I couldn't do a plank for 15 seconds.
Yeah, you couldn't hold it for 15 seconds.
Yeah, so we did personals and then I was okay to go with classes.
Yeah.
And then it was just game changing. It changed everything.
Yeah, Maria's story was very good. She worked really hard.
But it worked.
Yeah.
And totally evolved. Yeah.
But then I loved it so much that Mike inspired me to get certified.
Yeah.
As a personal trainer.
Now.
And then I was doing some classes. I love it so much there. Yeah. I really love it.
Yeah, she evolved.
So there's personal training, but then there's also nutrition, and a run club, which is new.
A run club, yeah. We want to try to make it everything in one spot. So working out really is half the battle. Nutrition is very important. When you learn about fitness in general, there's a list in order of importance. Number 1 is sleep.
I was just going to ask you, do you have a sleep club?
Yeah. I'm
a sleep club, booty gym call.
But
and in comes the air
sleep,
mattresses.
Man. If I don't sleep, I can't be me. Number 2 is nutrition. What you put into your body is so important. And number 3 is working out. So that's the order.
In that order, yeah.
Most people just lock into number 3.
It's a fun one.
It's the one that feels good. It's the one that can be convenient.
It's also the one they see all the videos on. No one tapes themselves sleeping.
Yeah. No one likes the video of the person making the tough choice at the barbecue or at the night out or at dinner. These are tough decisions that have to be stacked up day after day. That battle is every day. Yeah. That's where it's at. Yeah. Is really the nutrition. I always tell everyone this part in the gym I don't want to call it the easy part, but that's the part where you're going to walk in and Everybody walks out. I tell them, you get an A+ for today. You got an A+ for the workout part. So now the other 2 are on you. So if the result doesn't happen, we know where it's going wrong.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
I hate to profess on Instagram, but I saw a really good video on this topic. It was a preacher at a church, and he was standing there in a white t-shirt. Have you seen this? And he pulls up this other guy out of the congregation.
I think I did.
And he's just really built guy. And he goes, Kyle and I go to the same gym. And everybody laughs because he's a soft body. And the difference is when Kyle leaves the gym, he continues to live a life of physical fitness. He makes the right decisions. He gets the right amount of rest and all that stuff. I obviously do other things. And he said religion is much your commitment to the gym and your commitment to the church was his point. It was a great video.
That's
to your point.
That's pretty powerful.
You need all 3 of those things.
You do. And everyone has a different level, though. So everyone has the right to pick where on that line they want. You just have to realize that the line's there.
Yeah.
You're going to have to make a choice. So if you're just out there doing things.
You're talking to a guy who just got 4 hours of sleep.
I want to make a plug for mindset over here because I feel like mindset is necessary for all of those.
Oh my God, yeah. No, it's
because when you want to make a change in your life, you're fighting against your subconscious mind to do anything. Yeah. So to make those choices, to say at dinner with all of your friends who are drinking, no, I'm not going to have a drink, or no, I don't want an appetizer. That's a tough call.
Super tough.
They can really be. There's a lot of social norms out there that can put some pressure on you.
Yeah, but then it's mindset to get yourself there, mindset to maintain it. But what I love is the mind-body connection when you are lifting. Like if you're not thinking about the muscle that you are contracting in that moment, that's wasted motion.
Absolutely. I mean,
can you talk about that?
That's 100% true. It all starts with a decision. All these things, it's here. You know, whatever you're experiencing, it's up here. You're experiencing that. So a lot of people, when they come in, really within the first 10 minutes, I can tell if they've truly decided in their mind. And I'll be honest with them too. I'll be like, it feels you haven't decided what you want right now. So it's going to be almost impossible to achieve a goal if we haven't decided we're ready to do what it takes to get it. And that's a mindset. That's setting your mind to something. And that's where it's all at.
Yeah.
It's all there. Like I said, number 3, the working out, that's physical, that's out here. But even there, if you're not locked in, if you're not focused, there's like a percentage of efficiency you'll get. So like the same example with the 2 people going to the gym, we can be doing the same thing with the same weight. If you're in La La Land thinking of who knows what, and I'm taking this moment to strengthen my mind and body and nothing else. I know the world has things that need me, and I feel like me doing this is going to make me better at that. So I'm going to lock in on this, and I'm going to address anything that needs addressing when this is done, because in my opinion, I'll do it better. I won't have that feeling of, I didn't work out so well today because I had to do this or that. When it's workout time, it's workout time. When it's time to sit at the desk and create some stuff, that's it. I don't want one part of me anywhere else. I want every part of me involved in it. And that's a mindset as well. That's my mind creating this environment where I can thrive. So I think everything comes from mindset, if I had to be honest. Everything. Your ability to sleep, your ability to have nutrition, and to work out. All 3 of them come with a strong mindset and with a decision. It has to start with the decision, and then everything else will fall into place. But you have to decide.
I think that brings us back to the beginning, what we were talking about, how it parallels every other area of your life. Because we need resistance to grow muscle. So if you're in business and you're experiencing resistance, but that is a bad thing, why? Yeah. Because you need that resistance to maybe grow in that area of your business. If you're not as good in finances, you feel resistance there. Maybe it's time to train and learn, and that's an area of growth for you.
And then it can teach you what resistance really is. Is it bad or is it good? Like without the friction in the world, nothing grows.
It's what you choose it to be.
Nothing grows. And I'm a big fan of that. I've been talking about that recently too. It feels like we're heading to a place where we're too comfortable in our lives. and too much comfort creates no friction. And sometimes we can work so hard to make means and create the most comfortable life, and maybe we pass that threshold where it's helping and it's hurting us at some point. If I was so wealthy where I could just sit here and push buttons and get everything done, I probably wouldn't live that long. I'd be very comfortable though, but I'd probably die pretty soon. Your life requires resistance in order for it to grow. I almost don't know one where that doesn't happen. And that's where working out can truly teach you that. You're putting stress on your body for it to become stronger. That's a universal law from in the whole universe.
Yeah.
Can I ask you? I want to ask you this question. What do you do for vacation?
Okay, these are the spots that I probably need to get better at.
Oh, that
was a good question. Yeah.
I'll give you a second to think about it, because where I'm coming from is I have a hard time on vacations. I wander around like a zombie. My wife makes fun of me, and then finally she's like, "Just open up your laptop and I just want to touch base with the office. I really enjoy my job. You enjoy your job.
I do.
And you're driven. I'm very driven. And I like that about me. I don't consider that a flaw, but I do love the people around me and I want to spend time. And so I do that, and I'm not forcing it, but I have to, it takes me a couple of days to retrain my mind, and then I get antsy. At the end of the week, it's really funny because at the end of my vacations, I'm excited about coming back to work. So until that goes, I'm working. I just really enjoy it.
No, I can totally understand.
But you're so driven. How do you walk away and not?
I guess I've created. Yeah, I like creating systems. I don't like floating around. So even with something like that, when I see a weakness in my life or in my business or in my body, it has to be addressed. So I've gotten better with this over time. I have different files in my mind, and they all must be addressed each and every day. My children, my body, my mind, the people I love, the members, all the things must receive some level of attention every day from me. They have to, or else they slip out of my grasp. I don't like it. Even like I said with the business, I really like to know what's happening with all things. I analyze everything probably a little too much, but it's not an option for me. So it's not an option for me to spend time with my children. It's a must. It's not an option for me to go to the gym. It's not an option for me to eat. It's not an option for me to meditate. It's not an option for me to do all the things that I must do to be me. And that's a hard thing, because if it were up to me, if it was just me, I'd probably work all day. I do love it. I love the grind. I love the hustle. I love it. It's who I am. But I've had to learn that I'm in a community as well. And who am I to just ram what I want through all of this? There's a way of having it fit and flow through. And no one's perfect. And I think we're all improving on these things in real time. When do you ever just snap and fix anything? But it's something I'm very aware of. And I do everything I can. I think once you have a family, that guilt card just comes right along with it. So I don't know if you're ever going to fix it,
right?
But I think you get better at recognizing the feeling and then doing the thing that makes you feel better, instead of just having the feeling and just letting it simmer and build, and all these negative emotions come into play. And negative emotions, I always say, it's like a buy one, get one. If you have fear, have fun with the anxiety and all the other stuff it's going to bring.
Yeah, right.
So you want to minimize that margin, in my opinion. So I feel the things. I feel all the feels, but I try to address them right away with strategies that I've built. If I feel like I haven't spent time with my children, I stop what I'm doing. I call them right in that moment. Then I don't care what I'm doing. It could wait. If I haven't, just all the things. If I haven't addressed my business in a way like I need to, all right, looks like I'm putting I'm going to do it. So it's really, and that's where when you have, if you're eating right and all these things, they help. Your brain functions on what you put inside of you. So if you're putting not optimal things inside, you might face decision fatigue sooner than me. You might hit 6 p.m. and you're shot. You can't do anything, where I'm going to go till 9 because I'm physically capable of doing it. Like, to make mental decisions, it takes physical energy.
Yeah.
So I can't expect my brain to function all day long at a high level if I'm not physically fit.
So as your wealth builds, so does the amount of pressure that surrounds you, right? Maybe your income is still higher than ever and your business has more revenue than ever, but you're also thinking about your family, your employees and their families, debts that you need to pay off, taxes that you want to minimize, cash flows to track, all while trying to stay excellent at your job and innovative within your industry. Our team at Stonehouse helps you manage your personal wealth, whether it's in your retirement plan, your business, or any other place. While you're busy out there conquering the world and trying to take care of others, don't forget about taking care of yourself. Contact Stonehouse to see how we can help make your life better. All those different compartments of your life you just talked about.
Yes.
The one thing it seems to connect all of that, which is what I want to ask you about because I think people lack it, is discipline. And the other day, I was literally sitting at my house and my daughter went by me and she was like, "You look like you're deep in thought. What are you thinking about?" And I go, "I need to get discipline back in my life." And she's like, "Can't you ever just say like a movie or something?" And I was like, "What does everything have to be a life lesson?" I was like,
I can be the same way sometimes.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, part of it was just my morning routine. I had a really good routine. I somehow migrated away from it.
Yeah.
It's on my calendar, but I don't stick to it every day. It makes me mad. That's what I was thinking about. But I'm like a million other people. So you must have a lot of clients that go to your gym, that come to your programs, but they still fall off of that. Like, how do you, is discipline something that's just born with somebody or can you learn it?
I think some people, we're all born with different levels of all skills. Discipline, I say, is a muscle like anything else. It must be built decision by decision. That's the only way to build discipline. And I tell people, you have to seize the moment. You have to, and now that this has to be sliced down to every moment. Like, I have a term I call mental repetitions, just like our physical repetitions. Life is going to throw little things at you every day for you to practice discipline. So I think unless life would have to throw a crisis at you every single day, that's not going to happen. Life is going to give you the smallest, subtlest examples. And it's on us to recognize them. Or be aware. We're out there. We're looking to learn. I'm aware. I want to learn. I woke up this day. I'm grateful. I'm a student of life. What will I learn today? If you start your day that way, now you're going to find them. So it starts literally the second you wake up.
Yep.
So now every little movement in my day is an opportunity for me to flex that muscle and build it because I know I need it. Now, sometimes maybe I'm breaking even. Life hasn't thrown me the option to really move forward in this moment. Hold the line. That's moving forward. Hold the line. Then when the opportunity opens up, you don't hesitate 1 second and you seize it. You utilize the motivation, which is like an energy drink. It's going to go away. To flex that muscle, strengthen it again. Now life has paused you again. All right, but we got a little stronger. I'm not going to give any of it back though. Nothing. Not one bit. And then when the opportunity comes again, I'm not going to waste a second. I'm going to pounce on it again. And if you can build that over time, eventually you will walk away from the person that you were and you will be this new thing. And that's how it is. It's subtle. It's so subtle. It's almost not fair, to be honest. Like, you have to be aware of all the things that.
Yeah.
But now I tell people, some people are like, "Oh man, do you want to?" You're building something. So when you're building a house, it's not as comfortable as when you're living in the house. We're building this thing. Eventually, you'll have something that you can use and feel good about.
Yeah.
We're building it right now. So that's
building is the best part, in my opinion.
And that's what you hope happens. Because when the house is done, you're just going to want to build another one.
Yeah.
So you fall in love with the process. You realize discipline is your gift. It's what's going to pull you forward. The resistance is your gift. It's not your punishment. So that's how you have to see it, because that's reality. I'm a big fan of that. I don't think I lived in reality my whole life as well. We tell ourselves what we want. And I don't tell myself what I want anymore. I really live in reality. Everyone really has the choice to live their genuine best life. Mm-hmm. And if someone doesn't mind that, God bless you. It's okay. When I do nutrition with people, I say, tell me one thing that's a non-negotiable. And for some of them, they're like, all right, I want to go out and drink. I'm like, all right, we'll give you one night a week. That's it. Like, it's going to take some level of moderation, or that means you haven't decided you want this goal. Right. There's a way to get there, but you're going to have some level of moderation. But the world is that way. And I think that's where nutrition and having someone help you can teach you that it's not what people think it is. It's totally not.
Yeah, it's an efficient way of
It's just a way of seeing it and planning it in a way and realizing you can have everything. You can have everything. You can be healthy, successful, have wonderful relationships, go out, have an amazing social life. You can have it all.
Amen.
You could, yo.
But Mike, I want all that, but I don't really want to change.
Yeah, that's where here maybe you don't have too much. Sometimes it's one little notch. Also, too, people feel like if I change the station from 98.7 to 98.9, that's not that much of a change in frequency. It could change your whole life. It could change your whole life. Some people are 15 minutes away from changing their whole life. You might be 30 minutes of waking up earlier, and your whole life can change.
Dude, I'm going to have a confessional here. I don't know. We're like 50 minutes in, and I feel like I want to go beat the hell out of somebody. You have me so amped up, man.
I know, right?
Let's go. That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Where
the gym is called LFG, man.
I know.
Where does your drive come from? And when did it really start?
I guess it's always been there. I think we all have it. It's just tapping in. I think I grew up in a little bit of poverty and with a single mom. So I had to analyze to learn. I had to look around and really see what the world had to offer for me to learn things. And I just knew from an early age, I didn't like what I was seeing. People were content with stuff that I wasn't with. And I just knew I was a little different. Even as a young child, as an athlete, I liked playing sports. I didn't lift weights, but I loved playing sports, man. Baseball, basketball, football, I just loved it. And I would drown myself in it. I forget it. I could be at practice all day long. So I think there was always some level of wanting, but it started in college again. And I think also through COVID, when COVID hit, that's when I really changed. Right before COVID hit, I don't like saying that I was on the verge of a breakdown. I had a good job. I had everything. I was not living authentically. I didn't like I was just like going through the motions. And that's when it started. During COVID, during the shutdown, I started waking up at 4:30 for nothing. I knew I was preparing myself for something. I knew that when this ends, I'm not going to live the way I did. If I come out of COVID alive, I'm not going to live how I did. And I tore down my entire life. I had realized that my decisions had gotten me to a place of being unhappy. So then I guess I should think twice about what I'm deciding. I guess I need to rethink and I need to reconstruct the systems in my mind. And I, day by day, deconstructed everything I thought I knew. I put myself back to flat ground, man. Tore my house down to the foundation. And that's hard because that's self-analyzing. That's saying, Mike, this is wrong. What you're doing is wrong. And I had to do that. And I think for whatever years, but I was in denial about it. I was feeling this pain, wondering why. It's you.
Did you talk to somebody to help you through that?
Nah.
You're self-driven,
I think through my background, like I said, I had to. So I think if I kick you in the water and tell you to swim, you probably won't swim well, but maybe you'll float for a second. I had to figure it out. So when COVID hit, I saw the reaction of everyone and I didn't like it. I saw fear and anxiety and I'm like, I can't imagine being stuck in my house then now with fear and anxiety. this is it. I'm going to seize this moment. And it was really hard in the beginning. It was the hardest thing I ever did. I wrote things down. I documented it all for me, just for me and myself, not knowing what was happening. No idea I was going to create a gym. No clue. Knew I needed to rebuild though. And that's what I did. And I slowly relearned every single thing based on reality and facts and how I feel. And when you build something that way, you can keep building. It can go forever.
Yeah.
So that's really when I decided to take the next step and totally recreate myself. And I think just visibly, when I popped out, got back to work, people saw me and they were like, what happened to you? I was in better shape. I was talking different. I was behaving different. Whereas where most people, God bless them, not everyone, maybe took a step back. Maybe it was hard on them. Maybe they were thriving and COVID hurt them. I wasn't. And that's when I think I started gaining some credibility with people. People were like, wait, how did you do that? And I started thinking, wait, how did I do this? I just did it. I just did it. I knew I did. I had to do it. And that's how it happened. So that was the beginning of maybe me building some credibility, specifically in fitness, but also just with maybe the things I say and just the way I am. People want to not feel pain, man. People want to be happy. And when they see someone who wasn't happy and comes out a couple years later happy, they're like, wait, what's going on here? You're in shape, you're happy, what you doing? What you doing? Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, I thought I was someone who liked to be alone and I was a loner. And then I started helping someone and then I'm like, wait, I think I like that. And I was like in denial about it for a while. I'm like, I don't like helping people. What's the matter with me? I got to do for me. This world is about me. I got to do it for me. And then I just started realizing, wait, this is my calling. This is what I should be doing. This is what I like. This is how I thrive. I'm thriving seeing this person happy. I don't know why. I just am. And I just decided that's what I want to do. Done living a life of what anyone else expects me to do or what society expects me to do. I'm going to go ahead and do what I think I should do and what makes me feel good. And what I'm visually seeing is helping others. And that's really when in a way, I didn't realize it was created, but LFG was created in COVID with just me deconstructing my life and rebuilding it. And now I'm passing that on to the members. And that's what LFG is, man.
Has that given you a sense of accomplishment?
It has. It has. I do feel a sense of pride with LFG. I really do. I humbly say that too, because it's not me doing it. It's all of us doing it. It's a community. So I feel I'm proud of us. I'm proud of the members. I'm proud of all of us sticking together. I'm proud of the people and thankful for the members for trusting me. I'm proud of myself that I did the things I said I would do. I became the vision that I wanted to be. Finally, I stopped thinking of the man I wanted to be and I decided just to become the man I want to be. Like, wait, I can be this person. Why am I not becoming this person? And I'm proud that I've done it. And I'm still, like all of us, a work in progress. So I wake up every day wanting to be better. And for the members, for my family, for anyone who is around me, because I'm a big believer in light and love and not to get, I want to be a plus everywhere I go, because I think words matter so much and people can be negative and not know and not understand what that does to others. So LFG is a place of 100% positivity. There's never negativity in there. I just won't allow it ever, because there'll be one place where that's real. I really had to build a real place for me. Like I needed it. I needed to be around people that are real. There's a lot of not real out there. And at this point, living in reality, I don't like how that feels. I don't like the words that come from that place. I don't like all the things that come from there. So I had to create what I wanted. And that's what LFG is. It's a place that I would want to be at.
Yeah. It's great vision and great execution.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
It's a great example. I had a conversation with a gentleman this morning. We're in an organization together, and we're being forced to go through some change. And some of our members are immediately, change.
Oh, yeah.
But he and I talked together, and I said, I didn't see this coming, but this might be one of the best things that we ever did in this decade organization, because I think the change is actually going to be very positive. And he agreed with me, but we just have to make sure everybody sees that same other side of it.
I faced something similar, not probably as deep as yours, but in the beginning of LFG, I had created a plan, and I had realized I had created a better one after. It wasn't technically the most optimal plan, but everybody was liking it. So I knew it. I'm like, I'm going to change it. I'm going to change the programming, the plan, because I know it's not the most optimal one. I was scared. And when I did it, boy, people don't like change. I'm a new business owner. Here I am, like, playing with the thing that people like. But I knew it was right. I knew this was the right way. I'm like, I'm not here to lie to people. I'm not here to just take your money and tell you what you want to hear. If I keep this program in place, I am that. So I changed it. And every day, at least 10 complaints. And every day I had to give the same answer back. And it worked.
It took a while.
It did. And it took some strength. So that's not easy. That's really not easy to do. But if you know it's the right thing, it has to be done. And trust me, what's on the other end is better. So I faced initial resistance. A month or two into it, everyone already started seeing the benefit. That was that. So then even that just garners your credibility like tenfold. So if I come to the table with something that you already agree with, you're going to go with it. But now can I make you change your mind on something and still have you here? If that happens, I have some credibility in this group.
That's really easier said than done. I'm thinking about this. And as a solopreneur, it's hard when you are everything. You're the decision maker. Yeah, you're the judge and the jury. And you can face doubt very quickly and very easily, especially when you have a community of people who haven't bought into your vision yet. That's hard and scary as hell, because you don't know for sure.
It's very hard and scary.
Because you don't have anyone behind you saying, you got this, you got this. And I think that's how Mike and I became such good friends, because we would support each other outside of our business. Do you know what I mean? Because it's scary and lonely and hard.
It is.
Yeah.
I know.
Maria has done, her and her business have done some work for us, the website, all types of stuff. Just phenomenal. Forget it, work on her and her business Inspired. It's been truly incredible. So when you find good people, keep them around, you know what I mean? Because this journey really can be scary. And when you're the owner, when you're the top, there's nowhere to go with these ideas. And you have to experience that to understand what it feels like.
I agree with you.
You could never, if you've never gone through it, you really couldn't understand every little micro decision, every little facet of every little thing, and how people pop in your head. And especially if you're dealing with lots of members, I'll really know. I'm like, all right, this person's not going like that. You already get an idea. And you're like, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah. Here we go.
But you have nowhere to go with it. But then that leads to the best reward though. So yeah, we pay the biggest cost, but then we get the best lesson. When you're out there stranded alone, you're going to pull the most from that situation. It helps though. So if you have someone that can be there with you, that you love and cares about you, friend, whoever, use that person to help. Why not? Use the energies around you to help. But guess what? If you're flying out there solo, that hurts. And that's hard. The reward is greater though.
Yeah.
So your pain is not for nothing. You're about to receive the biggest reward and the biggest lesson. You will never make the mistakes again. Like, you're going to learn.
Yeah, I get it.
And then sometimes I think the harder things are easier. because you have to go into war.
Yeah,
you have
that's
to
true.
fight.
No,
You
that could
know,
be- yeah, that's what I mean.
it's going to take everything you have, and that's
You're
when
amped up for the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little
It's
micro
the
decisions
little
can be the
ones.
Good
real
point.
tough
those
ones.
Yeah.
I think are the hardest ones.
They are.
Finding
They
out
are.
what you're made of, I found out I was made of Breyers and Hershey.
Yeah.
Not every day.
Yeah.
I might go
Sour
cheat
Patch
on
on
Kids
that. We'll
and
work on that.
Twizzlers.
We'll work on
Yeah.
that.
What's your weakness? What's your kryptonite? Do you have
What
one?
is?
We should probably wrap up. We've got you for
Let's
over
see.
an
Yeah,
hour
that's
here.
what-
So.
my weakness, I would say.
That's gonna
Humility.
My strength.
Fear, man. Still working on that. Still working on allowing every part of myself out, not holding back at all. Like, still, I guess all the things, man. Still working on myself. I have all the kryptonites. I guess all of them. Everyone that everyone has. Food. I love junk food. I love McDonald's. I love all the bad things. I love beer too. I wouldn't mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've learned how to fight them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess my biggest weakness is I'm human, man. I'm a human being still. I got all the
Damn it.
weaknesses.
That's such
Yeah.
a such a Superman thing to say.
Yeah. I got all the
I
weaknesses.
can't fly
So
yet.
I don't have just one. I got a lot. And I think being aware of them, though, is my strength then.
Yeah, I was just going to say,
You know
I
what
think
I'm
it's
saying?
actually...
I got all the weaknesses. I'm just aware of them. So I address them, and maybe that's one of my strengths, is being aware.
I think the motivation that I would get from you, that I'm already getting from you, not even at your gym yet, is to know that you have all those things I have.
Exactly.
Right? Like, he's not like, that guy's born without feelings or without fatigue.
Man, I got
I'm like,
them
no,
all.
no, no.
I got them all. I'm tired. I feel the stress. I have moments where I'm in my car. Holy cow, how am I going to get through? I think I've shortened the margin, though.
Yeah.
That doesn't last long. I don't let it linger. No. It's there. It comes. I'm a true believer. You can't eliminate it. You can't eliminate the feeling. You can't really control your feelings or your thoughts. I can control my actions. So the feeling's bound to come. I'm going to address it. You know, that's it. I got every weakness there is, man. I really do. I got all of them, bro.
And you sorted all that out on your own?
I did, man. I really
that's
had
impressive.
to. I did. God bless, my father's passed. So a lot of the people that maybe I had in my life, my grandfather, they've all passed on. And it's up to me. It's up to me. And I don't mind. I feel like the earth, the universe has given me everything I've ever needed. This one guy I follow, he says, you've come into this world with nothing. So you're on the plus side no matter what. So that's it, man. That's really how I live my life.
That's great. Any last words? Any last questions?
I don't think so.
Was that as bad as you thought, man?
Nah, man. I forgot we were recording, bro. We were just vibing.
That's a wrap on today's episode of Beyond the Bottom Line. Thank you for listening. If this conversation sparked something for you, please let us know. Follow, share, or leave a review. It helps us keep having the conversations we love that you love to listen to. We'll be back in 2 weeks with more real talk from real leaders. Until then, here's to feeling successful beyond the bottom line.